5-year-old Aryav Shukla wasn't quite prepared for the treat waiting for him. He was about to enter Vincent van Gogh's painting. He watched spellbound as a crescent moon slowly made its way up. Then, one by one, stars emerged like luminous fireballs, followed by the hues of the night sky, purple and blue, with strokes of white and glints of yellow, with dark shadowy trees, until the whole room is full of the views and feels of Vincent van Gogh's The Starry Night.
He's 5 years old, so before getting him here, I sort of showed him some videos on Van Gogh, so he should feel a little connected, told him about his paintings and all. The Starry Night and the Sunflower painting is what he knows about. He intends to go back home and practice painting the Starry Night.
This is a fraction of the experience at Van Gogh 360, an immersive exhibition of the works of the 19th century Dutch artist that made its India debut last month with its first stop at Mumbai's World Trade Center. The exhibit is a three-dimensional experience of 300 paintings of Van Gogh projected on all four walls of the room as well as on the floor. The showcase, which started on 20th January, has been drawing a steady crowd despite a fairly steep ticket price of over 1,000 rupees per person. The visitors are a motley mix of art students, connoisseurs, couples on a date, young parents wanting to expose their children to art, and bloggers wanting to create social media content with Van Gogh's backdrops.
Correct. How did you hear about it? So I basically have a friend in KL, Kuala Lumpur. She experienced this there, she'd gone there, she visited the place and she told me it's really lovely and I am finding it awesome. So my mother is an artist, she paints, doesn't sell but just as a hobby, which is why I've seen beautiful paintings at home. But this is the first time I've come to an exhibition and it's a very different experience.
The exhibit starts with information on Van Gogh's life and art, after which visitors move to the next room. For the immersive experience of a series of celebrated paintings, the highlights being The Starry Night, the Sunflower series, Almond Blossom, A Girl in White Over Irises, The Noon, Van Gogh's Chair, and so is on. The narrative in the section giving information on Van Gogh's life is succinct, with words carefully picked to bring alive the person before the reader's eyes. The slides talk about why he painted what he painted, his struggle with his mental health, his time at a psychiatric hospital, his warm relationship with his brother Theo, and his feeling of worthlessness despite his artistic brilliance, for which perhaps the world was not ready during his time. And finally, his death by suicide in a vivid wheat field. For a novice, it is definitely enriching. But even for those more well-versed in art, the slides put Van Gogh's technique and some of his paintings into perspective.
We both have actually taken up art as a subject in IG and we just wanted to come here and see what is this about. And we have read about Van Gogh.
Our art teacher recommended to come and see this.
So as part of your module in art, Van Gogh, I'm sure you must be somebody who have studied extensively his work and
we're in the process of studying.
right. So in that context, how did you find this exhibition? Is it enriching? Is it aiding to what you're doing in school?
It is. I think it's very new also.
And it's very informative.
And
The floor-to-ceiling three-dimensional projections look grander and more real through a camera lens than to the naked eye. And after a month of seeing social media posts about Van Gogh 360 from those who visited the exhibit in its early days, a few who are queuing up only now are leaving a bit disappointed.
Not art. Just very interested in art and just love the whole enthusiasm and everyone's around here appreciating art. So it's nice to be amongst everyone who appreciates art. It's for me personally, it's a little bit underwhelming than what I had anticipated. But
it could have been better.
Yeah.
But then it's something different that we had never seen. So
It's one of a kind for sure.
This is Manasi Phadke for ThePrint.